A brand new roller coaster is coming to the UK very soon, and we now know its official name. The new Scarefest attractions and actual new ride at Alton Towers are going up even faster than quick. And a beloved dark ride is returning to the Towers of Alton, and I can't wait for it. All that and more has happened this past week in theme parks. Yes, welcome back to the weekly series of this past week in theme parks, even though last week there wasn't one because I was on holiday. But that doesn't matter. Nothing happened last week anyway. I refuse to believe it. Everything has happened the past week from now, and I'm going to discuss all of it today. So if you do go on to enjoy this video and you want to see more updates in the future, then please be sure to subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. So then, where do I begin with this week's news? Now, as you can tell by the intro, a lot of it seems to stem from one park and one park only, except the most major thing that's happened, but we'll get onto that later. So considering it's all come from Alton Towers, I may as well start with Alton Towers. And I'm going to do the usual, you know, when we started this year off and I was doing this series, I sort of gave weekly updates on how Nemesis Reborn was getting on. Now, that's changed to weekly updates on how Project Ocean's getting on. And if you don't know what that is, it sounds like I'm talking about some sea exploration campaign. But if you haven't seen, pretty much Alton Towers have submitted planning permission and had it granted for a brand new ride in Forbidden Valley, which is going to be a flat ride. And jokes aside, it's most likely going to be a top spin model flat ride. So, I'm excited to see Ripsaw Reborn. But in the plans, you can see they did a lot of drawings and sort of simulations of how it may look on the area it's in. And you can clearly see that this ride will be situated above a tunnel, over the pathway that runs underneath it. Now obviously the original Ripsaw was in its own little area to the side, but this one is over the path, so it's going to look very cool. And the huge update to do with today isn't anything to do with the ride structure itself, more so the fact that this massive cage structure that I've spoken about previously has been getting bigger and taller ever since I made that this past week in theme park. And that cage thing is literally to fill with concrete so they can make the tunnel. Honestly, I'm just going to become a tunnel enthusiast now, but that is coming along very nicely, as are the awesome looking new scare mazes for Scarefest. And one of them is situated in the foresty area and the other is there, whatever you call that area. The one on the side of the forest next to the towers in the place of Darkest Depths has been completely flattened, as you know, but previously there was a massive green tent still there, and that is now gone, and it's looking a lot better. However, the one near Curse and the Phalanx facility in that area, again, there, actually has the full container layout and the marquee in the middle of it now, so it's all coming together and it's going to be ready for Halloween. I understand why they do it, but I just find it crazy how they have to prepare for Scarefest in June or July when it starts in October. Why don't you just enjoy your summer first, I say? It doesn't get dark at 4 PM yet. Let's have some longer days. I really, really hope they go through with some epic plans and do what they need to do. I don't know what any of that meant, but I'm excited, that's what I mean. And guess what else I'm excited for? Hex, the Legend of the Towers. Now, I did have plans to talk about this in a separate video as well, but I thought, you know, did the dungeons closing, now I'm talking about the Scarefest mazes and stuff, I'd be stupid to make another one about a castle opening its doors again. And also, there's so much information to discuss, I thought it best to do it in this past week in theme parks. Let's make this video an hour long, shall we? Pretty much, if you haven't seen, Alton Towers have confirmed that Hex will be returning later this year, and Bianca Sammet, the divisional director of the park, has gone round the building of Hex and sort of spoken about it in a very informative video. And they posted it on their socials, and I'm going to watch it right now. See, look, behind Hex, the Legend of the Towers, an exclusive update. I'm going to go through some of the highlights of this video because I feel like I'm going to watch this for 13 minutes, and if I include that whole thing, this video should not be titled what it is. At that rate, I should have made a separate video.
Hi, I'm Bianca Sammet, the Divisional Director. Welcome to this very special update on Hex, the Legend of the Towers.
I just really hope that in this video they sort of talk about what's happened with the ride, sort of when can we see it open, and what can we expect to see in those doors.
In this very special update, I want to show you what's been happening.
Good, there we go.
Some questions that we've been receiving from fans about the attraction. Questions like, what's happening with the ride? When will it open? What can we expect when we go inside? We will be answering.
Did I not literally just ask those questions? Just read my mind. through the screen. But at least they're getting answered. We love that.
So, if you don't want any spoilers and you want this all to be a surprise when the attraction opens, stop watching now.
Thanks for watching.
Many of you will know that Hex originally
Ooh, that
opened
background
in
looks a lot
2000,
nicer.
and it's welcomed millions of guests
Hang on.
through these very
Wait. This lighting looks so much better. I know when I was outside and sort of looking in the windows, you could see some blue lighting, so we knew that was happening. But the red, the blue, there's a curtain and a new set of doors at the end. That's a bit strange.
Fixtures, replace them with new LED technology, which we can colour change on and all that kind of thing as well. We've put up an extra...
They are putting so much work into this. I love it.
We've put up an extra 200 lights, something like that.
200! So they've replaced all of the lights in there, like replaced them with new ones, and they've added an extra 200 lights. Where do you even fit 200 lights? You're just going to walk into the octagon room before you go into the spinny room and you just see... So yeah, pretty much they have made a lot of enhancements. We still don't know exactly when it's going to open. I'd assume probably like September, October time, unless they can somehow get it open in the next month or two. That would be epic if they do that. I am extremely hyped and I will be rushing to that when it opens. And guess what else I will be rushing to when it opens? The brand new roller coaster coming to the UK. And that is of course the one, the only, the Drayton Manor Golden and Brown Wild West roller coaster. Opening in 2024, so this year, this Intamin lift and launch coaster is said to be a very unique attraction for the park and most certainly for the UK. It's got backwards sections, forwards and backwards launches, random elements with airtime hills and turns, and theming galore. And overall, it looks like a great ride. And they've actually gone and released some more information regarding the coaster, and that's including its name. They basically released a trailer, and beside it, they put the caption stating that this ride is going to hold the record for the UK's longest family coaster, the UK's first family coaster featuring a lift and launch. Is it? And the UK's first backwards launch into outdoor gravity track. That last one is crazy, but go ahead. And right under that, of course, is the trailer. I would react to the trailer, but that one I've already seen. So, enjoy.
It's been 35 years since I first struck gold here in Frontier Farms. From a lonesome prospector to building my own golden empire. And now it's your turn. Dare to ride the gold rush and strike a fortune of your own at Drayton Manor Resort. It's been 35 years.
Yes, Gold Rush. Look at that logo and the name. I do actually quite like the name Gold Rush. It's a bit, how do I say it, generic for a Wild West theme, but I do really like that name. For the sort of colour scheme and the fact it's very minecart-esque as the trains, I think Gold Rush is a perfect name for it. I mean, that name anyway has been rumoured a lot. If you go back to previous videos, I've probably just called it Gold Rush to save me saying Drayton Manor Lift and Launch Roller Coaster. But to see it confirmed is very cool indeed. But when realistically do we think it will actually open? The word soon. That must mean it could have been tomorrow, like I said, yesterday, today, right now it's opening. I think sometime in the month of July, so this month it may open, maybe late July or hopefully middle of July, but maybe that's asking a bit too much. Or the option that I don't really want to happen is early or middle of August, but I really pray they get it open before then. Leave your thoughts in the comments below and make sure you subscribe because I'm going to be talking and updating you a lot about all of these different projects as they're built and when they open. Thanks!